And so the first summer at the house came to an end. And with that, a new season began. In fall, I often think of a story that my grandmother tells from when I was a kid. We would sit in the window, watching as the trees were swaying in the wind. And one day when the trees were still, I turned to her and I said, "Idag, mormor, är träden avstängda."
It's been such an incredible morning. Last night I went out and tried to capture some northern lights, and I tried to film a bit, but it's too I was a little too dark to film. But I did manage to do a time lapse, so I'll probably put that into a video as well. I started making these videos because I wanted to show my grandmother what we do here at the homestead. I mean, I would like her to be here. I would like her to be at the homestead, see it with her own eyes, but she's 92. She can't really get here very easily anymore. I had this idea that I wanted a part of her to be here. A piece of my grandmother in the garden. And we went to a nursery yesterday and we bought an apple tree. I think that's it. I think this is the place.
Det här är också ett vinteräpple.
Äpple. Vad heter det där då?
Lysätter, det var också jättegott. Men jag tycker typ andra går där. Det är jättegott.
Var det lite som Ingrid Marie?
Nej. Men det var jättegott.
Det är någonting med att köpa ett som heter farmors juläpple om det är från din mormor.
Det är sant. Det är ju mormors juläpple.
Ja.
Gulligt. Men jag kan smaka.
Ja. Det är jättegott.
Eller hur?
Det vill jag ha.
Jag kände också det. Det är...
Jag vill inte ta det här då. Det såg väl bra ut. Så hoppar det.
Oj. Hur glad är du?
Jag är jätteglad.
det brännbesvär det där. Det är ju ett helt vedträ, så är det.
Stor alltså. Herregud.
Autumn to me is quiet mornings with mist. Leaves in the colors of fire, dressed in frost like sparkling diamonds. It's digging up the dahlias for winter. It's coffee brewed over the flames on the wood stove. Stacking wood and fixing broken roof tiles. But it's also time for planting perennials that will emerge in spring. And planting fruit trees. I think these mornings are some of the best in life. It's so beautiful with all the trees shifting through 100 shades of orange. One little gust of wind, and it's over. It's truly beauty in a brief moment. Men idag är träden avstängda.
It's raining. It's quite miserable. We bought an apple tree. It's a tree called mormors juläpple, which is, actually it's called my farmors juläpple, which basically means my father's mother's Christmas apple. Today is one of those days where I would much rather be in the kitchen drinking coffee, to be honest. It's raining, it's kind of miserable, but it's the way it is. Me and Elin, when it comes to us, we're always late. We're late for everything, and this is no exception. It's cutting really close to winter, and I gotta get this tree into the ground. So I'm just gonna finish my coffee, and then I'll get started digging. think this is a good spot for a tree. South is that direction, and that's completely open. This is where there used to be a fir hedge before. And I mean, it's not too close, but kind of close to that tree. But I think we might have to get rid of that anyway, so. I wonder how big the hole needs to be.
From the outlines, we watch the skies.
It felt so weird that we went into nursery and we tried all their apples. I mean, that felt wrong. Well, it was also kind of funny. It is the end of the season and she said it would be all right. The good thing that we tried so many apples is that I feel really confident that this apple is a really nice one.
There's no clouds or heavy thoughts listening to the cast. Breathing flows as we set our goals.
I feel like trees are a lot like houses. They outlive us. This tree is going to be hopefully 100 years old, like the rest of the trees in this garden. I mean, that would mean that I would be 130 years old. I mean, I'd be happy if I lived until I was 130. So one thing I was going to do was put the tree in a bucket to keep it really moist. But I forgot. I'm thinking it's going to be fine. I mean, it's raining, right?
We are on the road. First under the sun. We are on the road. First under the sun.
Our friend works for a gloves company and he gave us these waterproof gloves and I'm quite happy about them right now. It's wet and dirty. This is some natural compost that I found. I don't want to do too much of that since it's so late in the season. But just a little bit to top this off.
The tree is my grandmother's tree. I'll think of her every time I water it, prune it, or eat one of its apples. And it feels nice, as if she's here in the garden.
This is like the first big contribution to the garden that me and Elin has done. That's it, grandmother's tree.